Welcome back, guys. Today we're here in another video. So what we're gonna be discussing today is how the ancient builders may have went extinct. And there are many clues that ancient builders existed. Well, let me show you. One of them is the deep slate tiles, cracked tiles, the chiseled redstone blocks and other things. You see, right? They all have different symbols that suggest different sort of mobs in the game, such as the weather skeleton, the creeper, what is that? The weather, and we don't know the other two blocks what they mean yet. Maybe one of them means a warden or a new boss, and the other means something else. And many of these have different symbols on them, guys. As I said, one has a weather, the other has as you could see, the creeper face, and one also a weather skeleton face, and the other one is the piglin face. So also you could see that they have cracks on them, which proves that they were really old. I don't know at what time, but maybe these may be made almost like 1,000 years before we spawned in the world. Now I will clear my inventory and show you something special. So we're gonna go for the nether this time. So you're going to see some things that are actually, most likely that may prove my theory right. I won't tell you my theory yet, guys. I'm just gonna show you how this works, guys. What I mean here, I know the proof is going to be real. I'm gonna submit to it to you. You know about the nether, how it looks and how it is. Maybe there's a chance. It's out of the ordinary. I'll explain it to you. Maybe surprising, but let me show it to you after I will go to the nether.
2,000 years later.
So, if you see the nether, it's completely filled with destruction. Thus, as you see, I fell into a lava pit. Think about it. Why is the nether destroyed? Why so is it destroyed so much that water doesn't exist in the nether? But if you use commands, it does. But that's out of topic. But here in the nether, there's nothing like that's life. Without water, water is a key element for life. And there is soul fire, which means that there was some sort of special sacrifice, or many souls died here. Imagine, you may say I'm going off the point, but trust me, guys, I'm not going off the point. We're going to be discussing why the ancient builders have went extinct and we're the only one. Well, according to my theory, which I'll tell, because this first needs an explanation. You'll see the whole wide entire nether being destroyed. You see that there is gas flying on, everything is there. That shows this place is completely, it had a havoc at some point of time. Everything got erased by something or someone. So why am I going into this? Before discussing about that, so I'm gonna show you a sign here. And when you go to the nether fortress, you'll find many things in the fortress. So in the nether fortress, there's a area destroyed completely, and the picture is right here. According to me, the nether fortress was made by such a strong material that was unbreakable. But however, it got destroyed due to some sort of event that took place and the edges got cut. Also, the nether fortress is actually very old, older than the other things in the overworld, which doesn't have any damage. But bastion and the nether fortress have complete literal damage. You could see that there is the broken edges of the bridge. In the bastion, it's completely literally, it's broken. So these are the structures that survived to prove that humans evolved in the nether. Yes, the theory is that humans evolved in the nether. This shows that piglins, when they enter the overworld, they get zombified. What if Steve got zombified and made him into a superhuman? He could carry more than a stack, more than the whole infinite world universe, could carry anything. That made him so because the energy observed from the explosion or the event made him so powerful and made the piglins who were from the pigs who were from the overworld into piglins, which then they started to evolve like humans and gathered gold. And also, if you see how they work, it's more similar like a villager. So no doubt they were from the overworld. So one more thing I'd like to share is, as I said, these piglins stayed here for a very long time. Like the magma cubes, the slimes and everything, they stood there for a long time. Thus they evolved to the conditions of the nether. When the magma cubes, I don't know why they don't change. In the overworld, maybe that's some part of their code or DNA, I suppose. But the piglins and the hoglins, I suppose, they get zombified. What if Steve also got zombified and became a superhuman who's super intelligent and saves his world? And maybe, according to my theory, the end has the Endermans as the smart civilization, and in the overworld we have the villagers as the smart civilization, and in the nether we have the ancient builders. I don't want to call them ancient builders because they had tech, they made portals we cannot do now. So supposedly they were super smart civilization like us, living in the industrial era. However, Steve had to originate and became a citizen of the overworld. So he had to protect some of the ancient civilization, or so-called the ancient builders. I call them a smart civilization because they weren't old ancient. And as you saw, the bridges were completely broken in the nether. And this proves that the ancient civilization may went far off with their tech, that it completely destroyed their world, eradicated it. And also here, you could also see the end, how it looks. According to me, we're going back in time and saving the peoples of the ancient builders to bring back the citizens alive. And possibly the egg had some role with it. The ender egg, it had some role with it. Maybe it was the only final chance for us to in well to stop all these events taking place. What is the event actually? Tech takeover. By tech takeover, I mean like AI takeover we experience. This is maybe the reason that something entered not part of our system and destroyed the whole nether. Thus, many peoples evacuated to the past, I suppose. So, yeah, I would love to conclude that, well, first of all, we evolved in the nether. The nether is destroyed, and the proof of we evolving in the nether is the nether fortress, the bastion remnant. So, I'm gonna teleport myself into a bastion remnant to show you the damage, the literal damage in the bastion remnant. There are many blocks, well, going up and down, I suppose. I travel to another position. Now I shall travel to the right position. As per me, the Bastion remnants were completely destroyed and took, was taken over by us human, not human beings like us. It was taken over by a species. This species were, well, the pigs, of course. They became piglins. You know the story about that. I explained it to you. And as I reached the Bastion remnant, you could see almost it was destroyed. Completely there was lava flowing on it, and the floors had been cracked. Means something or someone has destroyed it. But according to me, it was nothing but an meteoroid or some sort of ancient dragon. Many of these dragons, I suppose, combined into one. There were many ender dragons that the ancient builders had to fight. These supposedly why we needed the dragon egg in the past are, well, the descendant of the dragon, I mean the ender dragon, the ender dragon might have been a new dragon very powerful to destroy the whole entire world, and that explains the fossils found in the Soul Valley. So, yeah, now I'm gonna be showing you what I'm talking about. So, as I wanted to share you a fact that piglins actually zombify and become zombified piglins when sent to the overworld. So, according to my theory, we also might have become a person like the piglins and may have zombified and became super powerful. Okay, let's see what happens. Now, there are many types of, well, the piglin brute, the piglins, zombified piglins, and hoglins and zoglins. I'm gonna show you the piglin brute and the piglin because these are the two mobs that could zombify except the hoglin and the, yeah, the hoglin. I'm not gonna show you the hoglin because I didn't plan to, and I'm gonna show you how do they actually zombify. So you know drowns, right? When zombies enter the water, they shake for a while and they turn into drowns. Same appears with the zombified piglins here. So according to me, we may also have the shivers that might have evolved us into the humans we know as the superhumans. These might have made us strong and change our whole level. We don't know how we look also. This is our new form in the overworld, according to me. It may be a timeline, or either it might also be, according to me, it might also be the a different dimension. But most sustainable theory is the timeline. Now I'm gonna grab the piglin. We don't need the zombified piglin, we just need the piglin brute and the, well, piglins. So they're gonna shiver. As you see, they're shivering a bit. And even same with the other piglin. After some time, you may see that they're going to turn zombified. So let's see. See, you saw that the other piglin, the piglin brute, just got zombified. So, in conclusion, we may have evolved into superhumans, and plus, the ancient builders died for a reason. The tech, the Ender Dragon descendant, and everything else. And as you see, there's a pillager outpost and a village near me. These may also be a reason. There might be enemies for the ancient builders, such as the pillagers, which may also have evolved. So you could see the loots, and according to me, also there are saddles found in the fortress are also a key. You can't find saddles in the nether means the nether was the overworld. Once was the overworld. Then the nether. So according to me, the overworld was the past, the nether is the present, and the end is the far off future. So we're going into the future to get the egg, the ender egg. So that still doesn't make sense, right? According to me, these eggs may have been same, but the descendant of them completely destroyed them. The ancestors and the descendants mixed up into clusters and destroyed the end. Means now the saber-tooth tiger is super powerful, but lion maybe it's powerful like the saber-tooth tiger. The descendants start to reach into something like the T-Rex, which became well the chicken. Maybe this dragon became was powerful, and then it stopped. It became well like the ender dragon, less powerful to fight. That's my theory. The ender dragon destroyed the village, I mean the whole overworld. There were many of these which destroyed them. Thank you guys. If you liked my theory, kindly subscribe. I hope you like my theory.